depressingly sad and annoying, actually.
Things I understood it last year around summer period because it's like summer period. People are off on holiday, whatever. But no, it's just I hope this doesn't mean we also have a quiet like a dead summer period.
Shoot, man,
So it would
that would
suck.
have been only 3 months of the year then, because I was talking. I had a conversation with this issue with my business partner, and it's hard
Is
to
he like,
talk.
why have you not all lost all your account yet?
Why have you not traded more? Why have you not traded more? And that's because there's nothing to short. Like, there's nothing to go long on. There's not anything real. And trying to explain that to somebody that doesn't and isn't in the market every day is very difficult, because they have different ideas of things that are happening. Because
Yeah.
obviously somebody can make money, right? If you know these
Mm.
patterns and you know these things, then somebody can make money. But based upon what I know, I can't make any money. Um,
It's funny when I speak to some like interviewers. They're like, "Oh, yeah, so you're doing some day trading?" I'm like, "Yeah, but it's been pretty quiet recently. I'm not much activity. The market's dead. Not much to trade." And they're always saying like, "Oh yeah, I saw like the market's going down and stuff." I'm like, "Yeah, but what you see is probably not what I'm looking for. So like, there's no need to try and pretend you know what you're talking about, so we can have
yeah,
a conversation. Like, just don't worry about it.
yeah, yeah.
Not to be condescending, but it's like,
It's
what do we gain from it?"
well, yeah. It's like how to have a conversation with somebody when they don't even know what you're talking about. And
Yeah.
like we were
Sometimes they
discussing.
try. They go on.
No, you finish your thing. I'm gonna go jump into a story. So finish your thought.
I said sometimes they try and be interested. So like, oh yeah, like how did you learn to trade? Like, what do you trade? And I give them like a really broad overview, and then I know I can see it in their eyes that I've lost them quite early on. So I'm like, okay,
Yeah,
let's just go talk about something you know.
yeah. Let's stop talking. That's way better. We were talking yesterday about trying to explain to him the cyclical markets and like how things change and stuff go up and down and things, and he didn't really understand the same premise, because when I talk about patterns, there's like patterns are behavioral patterns associated to multiple different types of traders on different types of stocks on different
Yeah.
categories of market caps. You know, the list goes on, and he's like, well, all this data, how are you processing all this data? I was like, well, you have to learn it all, because it all means something, and all of it does is it gives you a directional bias, either more towards the long side or more towards the short side. And you have to know what all these things mean. So I told him, and be like, well, what happened in April? I was like, well, part of that was you telling me to trade. But I didn't want to, like, I know, like, what do you say? And so I was like, well, this is a result of, that's what's the result of this trading what I don't know. And
Which is also true.
mm,
Just a nicer way of putting it.
yeah, so I told him I'm working on different types of patterns, and every time I have a losing chart, I study that chart to figure out what could I have done differently at what point. How do I identify these
Oh, hold
things?
on. Your audio on stream is crap.
Oh, because I'm not talking to the microphone. I was talking to you. That should be better now.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. Thank you. But the microphone all the way over here. All the way on the side. I'm just sitting here talking to Yunsky. F everybody else. Nobody's here. So yeah, man, we were just talking about that sort of thing, and it's hard to explain to people who aren't sitting here every day. And I've explained to him like, hey, the market's slower. Like, well, how do you know it's slower? I was like, because I track it. Like, I'm literally in it every day to see the volume. He's like, oh, how do you know this isn't the same? And blah 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 blah. I was like, well, what? Because I'm here every day. Like, I'm telling you, like, the things that I've seen, the patterns that we track. There's like, I gave an example of the one we're doing, right? It's like there's almost like 100 samples of that from the November, December, January, February, March, and we haven't seen barely any of those in the past 2 months. So obviously we know the market's slow based upon that. Not seeing patterns that we know what they are. Things are they're just doing sporadic stuff. And
Yeah.
trying to explain it to somebody who doesn't really understand the market is very difficult.
I feel like I could explain it. Like, I don't know your business partner very well, but I mean, I assume he's somewhat logical and intelligent, right?
Yeah,
He
very,
should be able to understand.
very,
Sorry.
very intelligent.
So why can't he understand the concepts?
Because if other people are making money, how is it that I'm not?
Right. So he says other people. Who are these other people?
The news.
The news is making money.
He thinks,
Sure.
and it's not a bad way of thinking. It's a different way of thinking, and this is a different type of trader. With, let's say, an account size of $50,000, anybody should be able to make $200 a day, in his opinion, gambling with $50,000.
But did he use the term gambling?
No, but he used the term trading, but it's essentially gambling.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you don't know, you're just pressing a button.
Yeah. So what's his response to that? If you don't know, if you don't have a plan and you're just hoping it goes one way and not the other, then how is that different from casino?
That's the point. That's the point. We were just circling around all conversation. I mean, it's just a different way of thinking, right? So it's part of, it's like but why is it not possible? Then it's
Sounds like a kid, like, why? Why is the sky blue?
It helps me think, because that's how I've been able to use more of my account size. And looking back, like daily losses, right? I had to explain to him, like, he's like, why was your daily loss set so high? Your max loss per day. And I explained to him, like, because if I take one trade and that one trade loses me $1,000, then I'm just done trading for the day. So I trade that thing multiple times, 3 times per thing, and that's how I get a bigger daily loss. He's like, well, why are you doing that? You need to, as soon as it turns red, you need to stop out and jump out. Well, I can't really do that, because even 10 cents on 5,000 shares is still a very big number real quickly. And 10 cents moves extremely fast. And then explaining things like a stock will gap up 200% a day and pull back, and then that 200% is like $3. And he's like, things don't move at $3. Yeah, they do. It's just, you know what I mean? It's just different. It's having to explain a lot of things.
Yeah.
So, either way, it was a good conversation. Long conversation yesterday. It was real good, though. I think the biggest takeaway is I think he understands now why I'm not trading anything I don't know.
Good.
I think. But I am tracking.
Market is open.
I'm just not trading it.
Yes. That's the thing, right? You're tracking so you know how to trade it.
You see AMC this morning?
Yeah. Oh. There's a bell.
What? Halt level on what? Oh, EJH. Just open is terrible, isn't it? The bell rung. Did anything move? No. Just another time spent. I'm watching
volume on AMC though.
I'm watching DBGI to see what happens. I'm not trading this one. I want to know what happens, because this fits.
IPL.
This fits the percentage category for me to do that thing I don't do, because I don't have enough data on it.
Yeah, but it's IPL.
That's why I want to see how it behaves. Because in pre-market, I would have made 30 cents on it, 30 cents a share on it I drew a line. If you're looking at the stream, that green line is where I would have entered at. Because I was looking at it and I was like, this is where I would enter this thing at. But let's see. Let's draw a line and then let's see where it ends up 15 minutes after the bell. And I already would have taken profit because it would have already given me 30, 40 cents. AMC's pushing 14 again.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. Someone's trying to short AMC at 13.30. That's dumb. Well, should have bought the dip on DBGI also at $4 there. Okay, so far the pattern is still EJH halted.
Yeah, when I saw it this morning, I got excited, but then I thought, no wait, something's not right.
Yep, and that's why I wanted to track
it. I was like, there's nothing there.
There's nothing there. It did form solid resistance though at $4 because of how it traded on Friday. But I wanted to see like a couple of things I'm looking at really figuring out is in the slow season, traders trade differently than they do in the busy season. So when we hit a next slow cycle, or if the slow cycle just is indefinite until we have the next busy cycle, how do we trade what we know inside of a different market? So that's why like this thing to me is very interesting because it's like, okay, well, what is possible here? We know it has to get more range to be the back side of the pattern, but what if it's the front side of the pattern? Because there we have a lot less fees, right?
Yeah.
Ivy old tickers moving. Look at AMC 1420.
I thought GME might have been doing something sympathy, but no volume at all. Is that the end of AMC?
I don't think so. It has to break that 2-minute candle a second ago. If it breaks it, it's got to go down. Spartan lost $82,500 shares. And he goes, It's like, what? Yep, DBGI. Look at that, man. Okay. Still behaving like the pattern. So I guess we can add that criteria to it, though, even though it's a IPO or recent IPO. If it's down, did you see how much it was down this morning? Where I drew my line at? 85% of its gain was lost. Look at that.
That's insane.
85% of its gain was lost on my buy this morning. Oh, I didn't buy it, but my target entry. And even on the dip at the morning, came right back down to not breaking the pre-market lows because it was so far down that it couldn't go down any lower. So there's GME 162. AMC didn't break that downward pop. So did you see what's happening in America right now? Have you seen this news push they're trying to do about the COVID stuff?
No, what they're saying now?
Basically like, oh, it's fine. You can go outside, do stuff. Oh, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Why sexual activity took a pandemic hit and what to do about it. Have sex? Is that what's...
So they say it's fine because the vaccinations, right? Are they saying like if you're being vaccinated you can or what?
No, even that. Even it's like No, mishandled. What about new vax guys guidelines? You know, some people still need to mask up if not vaccinated, but they're downplaying it now. More disinformation now. AMC's done. They broke that. What is that? 1387 level. So it's, to me, it's just like, it's like, okay, so something else is happening in the world. You people are just spreading more fear the other direction now. It's like, oh, it's fine. We lied to you for a long time, but it's okay. Don't worry about it. I didn't even check what's happening about the oil stuff, the oil pipeline. Oil pipeline hack. Is that done yet? Oh, Colonial Pipeline resumes normal operations after hack, but many gas stations. So the Colonial Pipeline people, they paid the $5 million, supposedly. They paid the hackers $5 million to get the oil flowing again. I'd have been like $1 billion. You got it. Just give it to me. $1 billion. I know you have it.
Or at least give a number that's negotiable, right?
5 million
is easy for them.
Yeah, I know. It's like that reminds me of Austin Powers. $1 million.
I've not seen it.
Oh, you haven't seen Austin Powers?
I know of it. It was pretty big when I was younger, but I just never got around to watching it.
All right. To each their own.
Seemed a bit too cheesy for me, even though a lot of my friends loved it.
That's crazy, man. The bids on EJH are insane. The spread is huge. Oh, that was another thing I was having to explain to him yesterday too, about what spreads are. Because as soon as you buy, most of the time, if you're buying on the market, you're immediately down. And he didn't really understand that concept either. So it's like I haven't explained multiple things, and
nah, come on, that concept's easy to grasp.
no, because then it's not for some people, because the price is. He's like, well, what is the price? I was like, well, it depends. Like, it's the last executed price, the price in which you can buy it at, or the price in which you can ask to buy it at. It's a whole bunch of different.
So you've confused him then. EJ halted, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Halted going down.
Why do I even have that on screen?
Because it was doing things. It was cool. It was pretty. I'm waiting for this resumption of DBGI. Ooh, wow, that was a nice pop-up halt. Ooh, look at that, $5. Man, that would have been $1 when, ooh, I would have sold. I would have sold. It's going down, man. Why would you buy that? You're just losing. Spartan just lost another $100. Things aren't doing secondary halts right now either. I've noticed. I'm seeing a lot of first halts. Holy crap. How did you add? Oh my god. He just lost $6,000, bro. He was down $100. I think he just kept adding. I think he just literally kept adding, and then somebody bigger than Ducks punched him in the face for a million share candle. Holy crap, man. That's sad. That's sad. Okay, so moral of the story is our pattern works on IPOs as long as the other criteria is effective. I think the lower that it goes pre-market is the better for that thing. He sounds sad. He sounds real sad. He sounds real sad. Oh, it sucks, man. I'm not like laughing at him. I'm just laughing at this market. I don't want any of my fellow traders to stop trading because then we don't have competition.
Oh, he's not. 6K is nothing for him.
That's nothing when you did a $800,000 day a couple of times this year so far. Oh, I lost $6,000 today, honey. Oh, it's okay, babe. You made $1 million already this year. I guess. Bye. He's leaving. Yep. Bye. Taking that headset off. Okay, that's nice. Sorry you lost more money today, man. That's unfortunate. I didn't even press the button to buy anything. If that makes you feel better. Okay, well, I'm going to turn the stream off. No one came and hung out with us, and I want to talk to you about stuff that don't want talked about on stream. So, if you guys are watching us secretly on stream, go ahead and...
If you're watching us after the fact, yes.
Yes, go ahead.
And why?
Join the Discord.
Live.
Because if you join us Discord, then you'll be able to hear Yuski's and I conversations after that for our what do we call them? Black Widow? No, not Black Widows. We call them the Hornets, right? The bloody Hornets, not the bloody.